Does money equal happiness? In this video, I'm going to discuss that. I'm actually a lottery winner, and I'm super excited to give you my thoughts.
Are you listening?
So does money create happiness? I'm actually a lottery winner. In 1999, I won the Powerball. It was one of the biggest, craziest things that's ever happened to me. And I'm writing a book about it. I'll put a link below. And also actually interviewing other lottery winners for a web series on this channel. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon if you're interested in seeing some of those interviews. But this video is all about whether money creates happiness. And as a lottery winner, I have some strong opinions on this subject that I've written about in my book that I'll put a link to below, but I'm going to share some of them in this video. When you win the lottery, I think it's one of the most rare, powerful, awesome, potentially life-changing things that can possibly happen to a person. I mean, it's really, really rare, and it can be really, really positive and negative. You know, it's really could be a double-edged sword. But just the win itself, when you first come across a lottery jackpot, the exhilaration is incredible. It's like surreal. It's hard to put into words. You know, it's like you're living in a dream or something. It's so crazy, and you're so, at least for me, I was so excited, and it was just exhilarating. But then, you know, after a while, after the exhilaration wears off, for myself and for, I would say, the average lottery winner, most likely, studies have shown many people are no happier than they were before they came across the money. And I'm not speaking for every lottery winner or every person that has ever come across money or that has money, but you know, even studies have shown, I believe it was Northwestern University, a study was done that showed the exact same thing. People that come across sudden wealth, you know, will be really, really excited. And then after a while, the exhilaration kind of dips a little bit, and they're about the same level of happiness that they were before. And I think one of the reasons is that material possessions themselves don't necessarily create happiness for many people. I mean, for one thing, you have to share. So if you have like a nice car, say you have a Lamborghini or something, you know, you have this awesome vehicle, and so that's cool. But you know, a lot of times with that or any other material possession, the actual joy of it comes with sharing it with other people. But that doesn't mean that those things can't be fun or that they can't make you happier. I just don't think it can make you significantly happier to have all this bling and all this stuff. But everybody's different. I'm not speaking for everybody. I know some people are really into that stuff, but I just think material possessions alone do not equal happiness. I think a lot of people have a grass is greener attitude in life. I think that's natural for a lot of people to feel that way. I've even felt that way myself, you know, at certain times. If only I had a nicer car. If only I had a house as nice as my neighbor. If only I lived on a beach by an ocean. If only this, if only that. It goes on and on. If only I had the perfect body that I see on television. Well, I have some news for you. You are not what you drive. You are not how you appear. You are not what you own, and you are not where you live. That is not who you are. Those are all things that can help define you by other people, but that is not who you are. And that in and of itself does not create happiness. You are a human being, though, and if you're like most people, probably what you're actually seeking in life is happiness. And I think that's normal and healthy. I think it's a general assumption in our society that the more money you have, the happier that you will be. And it's just like, you know, if only I had X amount of money, I would definitely be more happy. And I think that's true to an extent. I think money can really improve your quality of life. I think if you don't have to stress as much about bills or debt and you're able to put food on your table, I think that can be incredibly satisfying. But when it comes to winning the lottery and winning large amounts of money, I think for the average lottery winner, at least for jackpot winners, I think that once the exhilaration of winning wears off, you're not you still may be happier than you were before, but it's not like you're every day going to be jumping up and down saying, I won the lottery, you know, because the exhilaration wears off and you are who you are at the end of the day. I think a lot of lottery winners, what they do with their lives after they win, their personalities of what they're into prior to winning become magnified because they're able to do things perhaps on a larger level. However, it also can complicate things in life. They say the more money, the more problems. And for some lottery winners, it's not always necessarily a positive thing. There can be a lot of negative consequences as well, as far as people asking for money, as far as not knowing necessarily how to invest or spend the money and losing the money. And, you know, it goes on and can be a double-edged sword. For me, it hasn't been black or white. I've basically had quite a few experiences that have been both positive and negative. I'm very grateful that I won. You know, I initially won $28 million. I didn't take home anywhere close to that much money, so I have to be completely transparent about that. I'm just trying to explain that money in it of itself does not necessarily create happiness. I think it can better quality of life. I think it can do wonderful, wonderful things. I'm extremely grateful for having won the lottery. It's changed my life in ways I never could have dreamed of, both for the better and some for the worse. And I've learned a lot of life experiences from it. Relationships with others really matter. I think money, unfortunately, does matter as far as creating opportunities and quality of life, but I don't think money in it of itself creates happiness. I know there are some very wealthy people in the world that are extremely unhappy, you know, so I don't think it's a black and white thing like I have $500 million. I am so happy. It doesn't necessarily work that way. So from the perspective of having won the lottery, I wanted to share my thoughts here today. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. And let me know in the comments, do you think that money creates happiness in it of itself? Why or why not? Because this is just my opinion. But thank you so much for watching, and thank you for your support.